Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Astrological Intentions. I am your host, Alex Reevy, along with the overnight oatmealer herself, Sandy Reevy.
Hi, everybody, but it's not overnight, it's in the moment.
It is episode 393, the week of February 2nd. Let's get right into it. In the transits, we start off with Tuesday, February 3rd, Uranus stations direct.
Final turn in Taurus.
And Thursday the 5th, Mercury square Uranus.
Understanding.
Friday the 6th, Mercury ingress Pisces.
Absorption.
And Sunday the 8th, Venus square Uranus.
Exciting or not?
Then we have a talisman time to discuss, which is upcoming on February 6th, to be divinely protected. Then on the horizon, our Egypt retreat, and in our house, we are coming back from Celebrate Your Life and happy to shout out to our new tribe members. So stay tuned for this episode of Astrological Intentions.
I say go do you. Now travel far, share your stories and earn your scars. It's you. Say you are the one you will answer to when this life is done. Don't waste a minute, jump in the river, wash yourself clean so you can deliver you.
Hello, overnight oatmealer. Odor? What do we call you?
Owner?
I know it's not overnight, but I needed it to rhyme.
Right. No, I know. I was like...
Off the cuff. How about that? Off the cuff oatmealer.
Right. I found a bag of the Quick Oats oatmeal. So because I want to not throw it away and I don't want to move it to my new house, I'm eating it up. Probably not the best thing to eat every day, but
it is. It's a breakfast food.
It's delicious.
It's not terrible.
Yeah.
All right. So welcome in, everybody. This is the week of February 2nd, episode 393. Shall we get into the transits? We start off with Tuesday, February 3rd, Uranus stations direct.
Yeah, this is at 8:33 p.m. This is a final turn in Taurus. It does happen to be a Uranus week, meaning a lot of planets are coming in to make connections to Uranus. So it's the last of the movements in Taurus. So it's been here 7 years. He's starting to move forward, and he's concluding his travel in Taurus on April 27th is when he moves permanently into the next sign of Gemini. But really, now that he's rotating and pivoting direct, he's making his final movement through 27, 28, and 29. So it will take him the rest of February, March, and all of April, 3 more months to go 3 more degrees. And so that to me says that all Taurus babies, if you're a Taurus, or you have a very prominent placement in Taurus, you're completing your changeling, right? The changeling, you're changing.
Right.
What has changed for you in the last 7 years?
A lot for me.
Well, yeah, because you have, a strong Taurus energy. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So let's move on to Thursday, February 5th, Mercury square Uranus.
So we get into some squares here. This is the first one, and it's about, understanding. It's a surprising message, an event, a plan change is upon you. Be ready to catch it, because it's just that Mercury is coming from Aquarius, where Mercury can be said he's in high impact here. He's in high exaltation. Power. Yeah. And he's squaring the modern ruler of Aquarius. So, there's a change in plan, but maybe it's for the better, but you do have to make an adjustment. So you just have to understand it so that you can make the proper change.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Friday, February 6th, Mercury ingress Pisces. This is your natal.
Yeah,
signature.
Welcome to my world. And actually, this is where Mercury will retrograde in Pisces. He'll stay in Pisces the entire time, which also means to us that the trigon is changing. Mercury for 2025 and partial of 2024, Mercury was retrograding in a fire sign.
Okay.
The fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But now he's moving to the water sign. So we're going to get this year, we'll get Pisces as we are beginning for the retrograde, but that's not till the end of the month of February. But so there's more about, intuitive absorption. So as he moves in on Friday, there's going to be this absorption or understanding of what's real or not.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to look beyond that. You have to look like, what is the implication? What is the energy around what is being said? Because you have to feel it in order to get it. Again, welcome to my world.
Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, so let's move on to the final transit of the week, Sunday, February 8th, Venus square Uranus.
So this can be exciting or it's not exciting. But Venus, the planet that rules Taurus, that is looking at Uranus in a square, which can be a challenge. Again, abrupt, something swift, something unknown is occurring. But when Venus is coming from a area of Aquarius, which is, like I said earlier, is the known modern sign that is ruled by Uranus. So in a modern astrology reading, we would say that these are mutually received. And so even though it's a square, it can have a beneficial change. So, it's kind of like, is it butterflies in your tummy? Or is it a panic, right? So see if we can just do more about that, the excitement of it, the butterflies, like, oh, this is so exciting.
Right.
Like when you're jumping out of an airplane, like you have done, is that exciting or not? Now, if you're talking to me, I'd be like, not. Because that would give me, irritable bowel syndrome, right? That would give me like my panic in other places in my body and not butterflies.
Right. Well, and I kind of have this theory about, like, say, like anxiety or fear or nervousness. I feel like nervousness is a mixture of excitement and a little bit of fear of the unknown about like what's going to happen,
True.
right? So like if we're going up on a stage, of course that's going to give us some bits of anxiety and nervousness because, one, it is a very exciting thing to do, but at the same time, we are so uncertain about how that audience is going to receive us or receive our message or how we're going to be communicating the message. So yeah, I mean, I do like to remind myself when I ever am like scared or nervous or anxious that there is like this essence of excitement in there, and I try to focus on that part. So that's how I can get out and jump out the plane.
Thank God Geronimo is present.
Yeah.
That's a good way to understand the unknown, that it could be, exciting.
Mm-hmm.
It's a switch up, right? It wasn't planned. It's unpredictable. And that's Uranus for you.
Right. Okay, so that is our week. Remember, you can follow along with these transits personally. You can either download the astrology guide, your personal natal chart on our website, and or book a reading with Sandy. You can get $20 off if you use the code podcast. So head to intentionbeads.com/book. Let's move in to Talisman Times, where we want to share with you a very cool pre-sale talisman that's coming up Friday, February 6th. To be divinely protected.
This is, I move through the world shielded by grace, truth, and protection. Only goodwill can reach me. So this is the moon in Libra at the top of the chart, which is called the midheaven, on a fixed star called Algorab. And this is kind of like a bold star. It's a very prominent star. And it hosts courage. And so it can protect against the evil eye. It's kind of like an evil eye, right?
Right.
It can protect against illness, in any type of evil, spiritual or emotional or physical. And so, there's several protection talismans on the calendar for February. However, we just threw out an email for pre-sales, and they all sold except for this one. So this
is the last of our protection talismans.
Yeah.
Okay.
And people wait for these. That's why the other 3 were purchased. People wait for these. In fact, when we did the Celebrate Your Life, people were asking for, healing or health or protection.
Right.
And I didn't have any.
Right.
So, which is why some of them have sold. So this is a 3:33 a.m., folks. So if you bought this on a pre-sale, you have to get yourself up early, because I am.
Mm-hmm. True.
So anyway, that's still
if you're
available.
In Chicago time. And also don't forget that you can check out all of the pre-sale talismans. I'm going to have the link in the show notes for you. Let's move on to the horizon, where we have our Egypt retreat. We are super excited. The trip is live and up online, so you can register, hold your spot. This is going to be a really wonderful main retreat and an even cooler post retreat.
Can I speak about that a little bit?
Yeah.
We just had our meeting, right, with our Egypt, our tour guide last night, and we've tweaked it a bit, right? Because there are some temples that I wanted to go into, that we went into the last time, are now only private visits. And so we had to kind of readjust a little bit. And we're going to start in Cairo now, and as a group, we're going to fly to Aswan to get to Isis Temple, and then onto the Dahabiyah boat. And so we've kind of taken out the Abu symbol of going over the dam. We were going to go over the dam on the other side, and we needed to move that. So there's been 1 day removed from the main tour, because we're not permitted to go into the Abu Simbel temple. So all that has been reflected on the website. And then Siwa, we're going to go head to Siwa for the add-on, which is one of the 5 oases in the Sahara Desert, which we do go through the Sahara Desert in a bus for many hours. Kind of reminds me when I go to Santa Fe on a train for 24 hours, although the bus ride is not 24 hours. It kind of takes you into this vast placement of the earth and the unknown. It's like there's no civilization until all of a sudden you arrive in Siwa, and there is an oasis, and it is not a mirage.
Wow, cool.
And that's
I've seen
amazing.
Pictures. It looks absolutely incredible. Tell me about the water. Like, what was it
like
when you got there?
Saltwater pools, and
natural saltwater,
the natural springs, the hot springs. And we can get to hot springs in other places in the world, right? But the salt pools,
in the desert, so cool.
Where you float, you just literally get in your bathing suit and float. And it's healing. It's super healing for the skin, for the body, and we hope to do that every day. We did it every day the last time I was there. Of
course, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, and the dates. I'm going to call my friend out there and see if we can come pick dates. It should be date harvest season. Then we're going to have this go to this place where they make Siwa juice. Which,
what is that?
Oh my gosh, it's a drink used with fresh dates.
Ooh.
Oh, and you have to order 2. You just order 2 right away, because the first one's gone in a matter of 5 slurps. It's so delicious. In fact, I didn't get there this last couple weeks ago, because I had to get home to the CYL, but people were sending me pictures of the Siwa juice going, Sandy, you were right.
I bet. It sounds really wonderful and super sweet.
It's sweet, but.
Okay, so if you do have any questions on the Egypt retreat, don't forget you can reach out to us, alex@intentionbeads.com, or if you just are curious and you want to know a little bit more about what the plans are, head into the show notes and click on that link. So let's move into our house, where we are coming back from CYL, aka Celebrate Your Life. It's a really wonderful event. This one was in Scottsdale, Arizona, and it's got, we talk about it here on the podcast, of course. It's got really wonderful speakers, but like speakers that have different topics that they discuss. And so it's a really wonderful, like, overall breadth of the new kind of like
the quantum field.
right.
I mean, it's Dr. Sue Morter, it's Greg Braden, it's Dr. Bruce Lipton, and it's Anita Moriani. And they four came together last year at this time. They came together this year in January. I heard
What?
they're all coming together next year at the same time.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, I got in Scottsdale because that's where CYL Liz Dawn has got her business, and it's always in Scottsdale. So it seems to be the only live version of, live meaning in person of these types of groups anymore. Right. Because Hay House used to do them alongside Celebrate Your Life, and they're not doing live events anymore.
Right. Which that was a huge kind of point of conversation while we were there. So many people were saying it's so good to be live and talking to people and sitting next to people and striking up conversations that I was not expecting or planning or intending. And it's a really wonderful time and place to just experience and quote unquote celebrate life. Right. So it's
I want to shout
really
out
cool topics. Yeah. Well, I want to shout out some of our newest.
Hey, Carl, I'm shouting you out. And Augustus, Gus.
Yes.
I'm shouting you out too. Happy
of
to
course.
met you and know about your intentions.
Millie F, Martha M, we have Denise A, Angela,
Kim M,
Cece, we have Melissa H, Lori M, Katerina R, Louise Z.
Yes, Louise. What a beautiful woman. Wow.
Yeah, really awesome.
And when I looked at her chart, she's a Leo rising. I'm like, makes sense. Does that make sense to you, Alex?
Oh, yeah. She's vivacious.
Colorful. Yeah.
At whatever age she's at. Faust C. We have Karen F. Margaret M., who also was our special winner for Talisman of her choice. Jackie J. My gosh, this one. Carl J.
Jackie.
Evelyn S.
We got Jackie.
TK. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I'm getting close.
Rima,
Kim,
remember Rima
Kim
and
M.
Carol?
Yeah.
Allison.
Yes, Allison.
Karen.
Bezos. Right. Desiree F. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe. Gentry V. F. Shannon L. Gus. Hello. Grace K. Marcia Y. Carol A.
She was great. I liked Carol too.
I mean, absolutely incredible. It was such a fun event. We hope that you all are listening here on the podcast. This is a really wonderful way to keep in touch with us and also get your astrology forecast for the week. So we also share the pre-sale and the talisman Sandy's made, little fun things on the horizon like CYL and our Egypt retreat coming up. And then you get our house where we either shout you out, we talk about our personal stories, or I also have meditations for you monthly. So yeah, thank you everybody for joining our Intention Tribe. It's really wonderful to have you here. And thank you everybody who has been listening to this podcast for years and years and years. It is so wonderful to be in touch with you. And don't forget, you can always email us. Email me, alex@intentionbeats.com. We hope you have a really wonderful week, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
I say go do you. Now travel far, share your stories and earn your scars. It's you. Say you are the one you will answer to when this life is done. Don't waste a minute, jump in the river, wash yourself clean so you can deliver you. The story of you, the story of you. The story of you, the